In today's video, we will be guiding you on how to rebuild files in your payroll system. Certain system errors require a rebuild of the data files to resolve the issue. The most common error is status error or file error 98, which indicates that the file has become corrupt. There are three common rebuild commands. vutil space -r space -a, which is our general rebuild command. vutil space -r space -3, which is typically used with status or file error 39, and then vutil space -r space -k space 0, which is used if a file is broken and the general rebuild did not resolve the initial issue. In this video, we will only be looking at the general rebuild command, as it is the one that is used most often. You can either rebuild a data file, data files for a company, or all data files in the payroll system. There are three ways in which you can rebuild files. You can either do it from within the system, use command prompt, or create a shortcut. The first one we will be looking at is how to rebuild files from within the system. Before performing a rebuild, always make a backup and ensure all operators are logged out of the system. Log into the company that you want to rebuild. From the main screen of the company, go to Utilities and select Reindex Files. It will always default to rebuild the company that you are currently logged into, but you can type any company number in the block provided. There is no specific order in which you need to rebuild files, as there's a fast and a slow execution option, so either one of the two can be done first. The second one, and used most commonly, is to rebuild files through command prompt. This option is ideal if you want to rebuild all files in the payroll system. Now, before we access command prompt, you need to locate the destination folder of your payroll system. Find the icon on your desktop, right-click on it, and select Properties. On the Shortcut tab, in the Starting field, the location of the system folder will be displayed. In our example, it's located on the C drive and the folder name is Release 54B. Write down this location and click on Cancel to exit the screen. Now, on your computer's taskbar, find the search option. Type in command prompt and click on it on the right-hand side of the screen. Command prompt will open. First, establish on which drive it is. In our example, it's already on the C drive. We now need to go to the payroll system folder. To do this, type the following command: cd space c // release 54B. Press enter. You will then be directed to your payroll system folder. To run a general rebuild on all data files, type the following command: vutil.exe space -r space -a space vp*.pay. To run a general rebuild on a specific company's data files, type the following command: vutil.exe space -r space -a space vp. 3 question marks, and the XXX represents the company number. So example, we have a company 1 and we typed VP 3 question marks 001.pay. Once you've established what type of rebuild you want to do, just hit enter. The time it takes to rebuild files will depend on the size of your system or company. Company rebuilds or rebuilding a file will be much quicker than a system rebuild. You should not interrupt the process. When a rebuild has been successful, it will return you to your starting point. Sometimes a file needs to be replaced. It will give you the option to type Y for yes or N for no. So how do we know when we can replace a file? Here on an example, it shows that during the rebuild process, it will count or locate the number of records that's found in a file. In this instance, there are 76,915 records. So after a rebuild, it will tell you how many of the records were recovered, were any of the records deleted, and were any records lost. Deleted records are fine because it means that the file could be very big and there is unwanted data. However, if there are records lost, we don't know what data has been lost. And in this instance, we will not be replacing the file. You need to select N for no, and the best option would be to restore a backup. The last option, and which is my personal favorite, is to create a rebuild shortcut. If you're looking for a quick way to rebuild your files without having to access the system or struggle with command prompt, you can simply copy your existing system shortcut and change a command. Locate your icon on your desktop, right-click on it, and select Create Shortcut. You will then have two icons on your desktop. Right-click on your second shortcut and select Rename, then call it VUtil. Now right-click on the VUtil icon, select Properties, and at Target In, change the command as follows. From the folder name C:\\release54b \, remove everything from wrun32.exe. You will now type vutil.exe space -r space -a space vp*.py. Click on Apply at the bottom. If you now double-click on this vutil icon, the rebuild will start immediately.